Going down to Mr. Grace to have myself a time.
Angry comments everywhere, humble folks with dancing faces.
Going down to Mr. Grace to leave my woes behind.
Ghosts and cryptids everywhere, even some that twisted crazy.
Going down to Mr. Grace to see if I can unwind. Come on down to Mr. Grace and meet some friends of mine. Hello everyone, how are we all today? As always, as soon as it starts I got itchy nose. Man who's gonna kill me. How are we all? Can you hear me? Is that too loud? I don't know. I'm gonna say my hellos in a bit, but I thought we'd have a little chat. Can you hear me? Let me know. Awesome. Brilliant. How are we all today on this lovely Monday? Absolutely tamping it down right now. I got burnt on Saturday because it was so hot. You know, obviously I'm a ginger. But now it's still quite warm, but it's pissing down. Buffering issues. I don't know. I'm okay. My end. I have no idea. I was going to complain about stuff, but I won't. Mike Larry, welcome. Bundy File, how's it going? Haiti, Mamaps. Excuse me. Crypt Monkey, how's it going? Excuse me. I've actually eaten in the car on the way home. That's why I'm like hiccups. Bookie, how's it going? Inch Eye, Private Eye, welcome. Dean Bailey, how's it going? Kinkin, welcome. Christine Feeney, hello there. Rotten Boozer, hey yo. Broken Capital, how's it going? Quoth, welcome. Antoinette, how's it going? Maureen, welcome. Rev Heretic, how's it going? Sorry, something came up with my other thing. Educated Investigator, welcome. Mark Robotham, welcome. Vicky Eich, how's it going? Oh, excuse me. Julia, welcome. Debbie L, how's it going? Is this still buffering? I have no idea. I have no bloody well idea myself. Caroline Saxby, g'day. I can't sleep. I can never sleep. I'm with you on that. Jenny J, welcome. How's it going? Brian Yates, welcome. Sitting at the doc's office. I hope everything's okay, Brian. The Paranormal Monkey Podcast, welcome. Nightmare Nation, how's it going? Sherry Pond, how's it going? Boujin Noswitha, welcome. I was at a ruined castle on top of a hill at midnight in shorts and t-shirt the other night. Put photo in the aurora. Now I'm wearing many layers. Philip Chandler, welcome. How's it going? I missed everything to do with the aurora on the weekend. Completely didn't realize it was happening. Missed every single thing. But I saw everyone's photos online. You know, there's like a billion photos. But I missed it all. It's really annoying. I did try and catch it the next day. I had my camera ready and everything, but didn't see anything. Sorry. Watch it through the other small channels. Hang on, sorry. I'm not dying, I swear. Jenny, man, welcome. Emma Tong, how's it going? Just home from work, so glad. Do you know what? I hate bitching and whining all the time because it seems like I do it all the time. But if I had hair today, I would have pulled it out because of work today. It's just one of those days in work where it's like, oh my God. You know, I'm not going to get into it. I resisted putting my photos in Discord. No, Abujin, I'm all for everyone posting their photos in Discord. Please do. I really liked looking at the aurora because I didn't see it. But it seems like everyone else in the entire world did, except for me. The sus thing about the aurora was you can't see with your eyes. I'm sus. The co-op meal deal is taking revenge. I had some sushi on my break from it was a Tesco meal deal actually. It was very nice. Lily Good day, welcome. Craig Adams, how's it going? I'd love to see the Northern Lights. I've always wanted to see them. I've never seen them. I mean, the thing is, right, and I didn't know this. I sort of had a wonder about it. With the Northern Lights, you can't actually see it flickering. It's something you have to stare at for a while until you actually see it. Because, like, if you just glance up, it just looks like it's a slightly purple dark night. Like, every ones you see all fast, they're all time-lapse. I think. I don't know. I didn't see it, and I made it to Florida. I think it was mostly the northern lights. Idiot. Never mind, forget I said that. Jen, it was only in the northern, because it was the northern lights. Remember that, because I forgot. These ones were only visible with your phone. I think you could sort of see like a purplish hue. But like I said, the ones where you see like they're going fast, it's usually a time lapse. Deborah Marmalou watching from Ohio. Welcome. Fish fingers, chips, and mushy peas. Oh, I haven't had that for years. Tesco meal deal, you must be loaded. No, it's just the nearest thing to my work, which is very annoying. As I got older, I find I'm too knackered for Northern Lights. Just went to bed. Well, I missed it because I was in bed. Why do I always get an itchy nose as soon as I start? I wonder if it's because of that light. I'm one of those like people who, if I look at the sun, I don't stare directly at the sun. If I look at the sun, I sneeze. I'm one of those people. So, excuse me. Sorry. Thank you, Rotten Boozer. Someone's allergic. I've been allergic to bollocks for a long time, Haiti. My mic button is shit. You watching any bollocks? Maybe we'll see what happens on Scott. I wasn't planning. I was planning on just chatting balls, to be honest with you. Nightmare Media, welcome. Sus Videras, welcome. So Spooks Fest, how's it going? But I don't know. What's the Ouija Brothers the other day put a title up, Paranormal News, and then they asked people, right, what's been going on? I'm going to do the same right now. Steve, welcome. What paranormal news have we all got today? I mean, the Vatican is going to make it official. What was it? I read it last night. Kieran O'Keefe posted it on Twitter. Mr. Prism, welcome. And apparently the Vatican, I'm sure I saved it. I was going to. So quick look. Hang on one sec. Kieran. Oh, God. Hang on one sec. I gotta bring it up. This is interesting. He reposted it last night. Where is it? The Vatican is preparing guidelines for apparitions and other supernatural phenomena. Does that make it official? I don't know. Eggy Meg. Love that name. I hope I said it right, by the way, but welcome. Keeps buffering. It might be, I don't know if it's my uploads. I mean, when it rains, my Welsh is a bit shit, I must admit. But yeah, reload and maybe, I don't know. What topics will you and Parple cover next? Well, we planned on doing it on Sunday. And I texted him, Parple, are you in? But I didn't think he would because it was blistering sunshine. And he was out doing stuff, family stuff, obviously. So we put it off. But what I said to him, we were going to pick a topic, but as always, Parple immediately derails every single topic. Honestly, if you had to see how much I had to edit down sometimes, like even for the hour and 40-minute video, I've had to edit some stuff because we just go off on one. But this time I said, let's do current affairs. I think that's what the next topic's going to be. When are we going to see a full-length Mr. Grey film, Broken Capital? That has been my dream since probably I was like 16 or 17 years old. One day I'll make my own little horror film. This is why I'm like making my little short films. If you've never seen it, A Nightmare on Ash Drive, starring this little guy. I love filming stuff, and my dream would be to make a full-blown movie which would probably get absolutely trashed on Rotten Tomatoes, but I'd be happy. I'd be happy that it's out there. I wouldn't care. I really wouldn't care if it was shit. Fupo, welcome. I fell on my knee walking the dog. Oh, bloody hell. Do you know what? I cracked my elbow in work earlier, and I honestly thought I chipped my elbow. It was that painful. I thought I chipped my elbow. I got pointy elbows. Can't see it now. I got really pointy elbows. I caught on a metal railing. Oh my god, I wanted to cry. I didn't, but believe me, I wanted to. A little birdie tells me Beardo is appearing on a Mosagi video tonight. What? Willingly or to be talked about because he made an oh my gosh video? That'll be interesting. Loving the shirt, J-Man, yes. Back to the Future. My father bought this for me like 2 Christmases ago, and I've rarely worn it. But I do like it. It's not dandruff, I just blew my nose and tissue went everywhere. Excuse me. Excuse me. J. Smith, welcome. Excuse me, sorry. Oh my god. Sorry. I really should get all these like burps and stuff out before I go live. But I never do. It's Hungarian, not really a name though. In English there is no sound for J. Oh okay. Interesting. We're going to get to a funny comment I saw on my most recent video. Is hilarious, I thought. Dare I mention Baby Reindeer, Shelley Sullivan? I have not watched it yet. I'm aware of it though. Demons have rules from Vaticans. Yeah, the Vatican, yes, weird. Any gaming, Jenny, I keep saying to Rich we need to do something. He's like, yeah, we definitely do. And we never get to it. Smacking elbow is number one reason to cry. I agree. Crowdfund a Mr. Grey short film. I'd love, honestly, Scott, you have no idea. That would be my penultimate dream thing to ever come up with in my life. Enchanted Echoes, welcome. Hope you had a good week. Well, it's only Monday. If I had hair, I'd pull it out. But, I do apologize. That would be epic if the words glow. I think they do. I'm not too sure. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% whether they do. I don't know. They look like they should. So I don't know. Was there an aurora visible over South Wales? There was. I didn't see it. I was in bed. Requiem, welcome. Subtle depth of field. Yeah. I watched a lot of people breaking down the... What interview? Oh, you mean the Baby Reindeer interview? I haven't watched it. My mate Richard watched it. He really enjoyed it. But I have not watched it. And apparently, it wasn't the woman on Piers Morgan the other day or something. I didn't see it, but I know she had an interview or something. I don't know. I do find it weird though, right? I haven't seen it, but I know the story. I find it strange that the person who was involved, if you don't know what Baby Reindeer is about, a comedian who has a stalker. Now, I haven't seen it. I don't know the full story, so I can't defend or whatever anyone in it. But this woman was apparently stalking this comedian. And I don't know how long over, but he's made a TV show about it, Netflix show about it, where he's actually starring it as himself. That is very weird to me. That is a bit weird to me that if you were stalked and went through this terrible time, you'd make a Netflix show out of it and star it as yourself. I don't know. I found that strange. I haven't watched it, like I said. I don't. When are you and Rich going to play another game? Soon, Marine, hopefully. We keep talking about it. We never get to it. Debunk the junk, welcome. No, don't want to watch it either. I heard good things, but from what people have told me, it's a bit too much. I've heard it's a bit rough in areas, yeah. I haven't watched it. She hasn't watched it, but no selected clips from it. Who? Oh, you mean the person? Right, I got you. The person on Piers Morgan. It's the long form of comedic bits, but not funny. She denies being stalked. Well, of course you would. You would. She's complained about Piers Morgan interview before he was even out, and she claims she hasn't watched it, so how does she know it's not right? She probably has watched it. Like, it's the same thing on YouTube when someone makes a video about someone and say, I haven't watched it. They definitely watched it. They definitely watched it. Oh yeah, I forgot Pablo has a quiz tonight. I forgot. Please can we talk about the science of the paranormal ghost tube? Hit me. Hit me. What science? Let's start with that. What science? Had an ex who was like that. Not fun. It's a bit weird. I watched the whole thing. Thought it would have been better as a 2-hour movie. Is it like a 10-episode show or something? I don't know. What did I watch recently? I've started watching Lost again. For like the 20th or 50th time in my entire life. I love that show. I don't care how it ended. I love that show. The weird science. We can talk about the weird science. What, the paranormal you mean? Or do you mean Kelly LeBrock? And how I had a massive crush on her as a teenager. That weird science? There's probably phone records, but no one has access to those. Save the guy and the cops who laughed at him. Yeah, I don't know the full story, so I can't really comment too much on it, to be honest with you. What is the best tool we have in our toolbox to capture evidence? What, you mean evidence of ghosts? I think you're asking the wrong person, GhostTube, to be honest. Because I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm a skeptic, don't forget. I'm an open skeptic, but I am a skeptic. And I've gone over all the equipment many times over the years. What would be the best tool? I mean, apart from your eyes and ears, if they are out there, that is. A camera. I don't know, because the I think, like, I don't want to go over the tech too much because I'm currently in the middle of that experiment I'm doing. But I mean, the EMF, it picks up EMF. But my argument always is, who came up with the idea that you detect EMF with ghosts? Who came up with that idea? I could go on about all the equipment, but I don't know. Cat balls, there you go, from Mamas. Loved Lost. I only watched it once, so I'd love to see it again. I loved it, right? I like watching it. I'm not going to go in too much detail, but I first watched it when I was in a really happy place in my life. And it always reminds me of that, so I really enjoy going back to it all the time. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen. It's all heart and action and mystery. It's my kind of thing. Obviously, once you've seen it, you'll know the mystery. And right at the end, Didn't quite land it. Pun intended. Purple, welcome. How's it going? The physics of light can be weird. It can, but it does follow the laws of physics. That's the thing with light. That's the cool thing about light. There you go. Oh, sorry, let me catch up. Some watched it and collected the books of Lost. I have a book of Lost. I'm that much of a nerd. Never heard of Paraflix. What's Paraflix? Anyone got Paraflix like Netflix or the Oh no, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. Your own senses are the best. Definitely. Well, sometimes. Best is yourself, your experience. You would have a hard time with the camera because you never know. I go months before anything happens. I'm very subtle. Ugh. Waiting for new Bridgerton. Someone in work is obsessed with that show. What Lost? You should absolutely watch Lost again. You're Lost, right? For all the stuff that goes on in that island, I would love to be on that island. I don't know, it's really weird. Never seen any miners in your flat. No smells of kerosene, nor hearing any miner shanties. Oh, me? No, I haven't. I mean, I definitely hear miner shanties, but go to any Welsh pub in the valleys, that's just the way it is. What do you think of the new Doctor Who? I haven't watched a Doctor Who episode for almost 15 years, so I wouldn't know, to be honest. Purple is sensational. UFOs? Did somebody mention UFOs? Peter Ingersoll. Unfortunately, you first need to define the actual nature of any supernatural thing, which then makes it natural, and then you can choose the best tools to find and measure. It's a good thing to have, I suppose. If a ghost breaks wind and no one is around to experience it, does it leave a smell? Well, yeah, that's how you smell sulfur and eggs. Morn turn, welcome. We could try to find common theories in quantum physics to explain the paranormal. I mean, I'm not a quantum mechanics expert or anything. But quantum physics? I mean, we're still discovering stuff regarding quantum physics, but I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. I'm trying to make time to watch the new Neil Gaiman show. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I rewatched some 80s Doctor Who. Nice. Surfadesk, welcome. Ugh. Somebody on Facebook selling all Lost figures. Nice. It was I was shocked about Sarah G, to be honest with you. I couldn't believe it. It actually put me on a proper downer when I found that out. When was it, Friday night or Thursday? I can't remember now. Yeah, it's a bit of a shock, and hopefully we can all do something soon. Do you think that when zombies die, they become zombie ghosts or revert back to people ghosts? They don't actually die though, do they? They were already dead. So the spirit of that person has gone on somewhere, and the corpse, is reanimated corpse, is just waddling about, listening with his headphones on. I'm way to East Scotland, North Berwick, seaside end of this month. I swear I heard an eerie singing corn coming from out to sea. I hope I can catch you on the videos. That's the sirens, Mamaps. Haley, welcome. The stone tape theory ties with the quantum mechanics in some way. Does it? I may have heard of the stone tape theory, but I don't know. I think it is fascinating, when it comes to quantum mechanics. I can't remember which molecule it is. No, what was it? Quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement, where you can split two molecules. Can't remember which ones. Like I said, I'm not a scientist before we get any further. And that those same molecules could still be in touch with each other 200,000 miles away. It's very interesting and stuff I will never understand probably, but I do like that stuff. Peter Capaldi was an amazing Doctor. I never watched it. I don't know. I sat in a real time machine. Still seems unreal. Check out Paul Shea collection. I sat in a DeLorean when I was like 14 years old. My father took me like a car show. I don't think it was the actual one. I don't think it was. We had all the gubbins on it. It was really cool. It was really bloody cool. Oh, I want to pull up a comment now I had earlier. It's so funny. Do zombies get inhabited by new souls? That's the real question. I still have a grasp on quantum mechanics and I've read about it for years. Nice. The Higgs field. Is that what we're talking about? I don't know. Excuse me. Benji, welcome. Tracy Williams, welcome. No worries. Can't find him specs. Manwork bingo bollocks. How's it going? That's Wednesday. The duality of particles, superposition. Yes, thank you. Yes. Please call it particles or atoms. What did I say? What did I say? Molecules, sorry. Yes, particles, sorry. Quantum is not a magic word. What happens at the quantum scale doesn't apply to our scale. I mean, I've watched Ant-Man and the Wasp, so... should you get Captain Morgan's or JD? Is that whiskey? I'm not a whiskey person, so I wouldn't know. Not managed to win bingo. Not me neither, Christine. Don't worry. Graphene baby, that will uncover the mysteries of the undead. I'm fully not sure trusting your senses is the way to go ghost hunting. My tired brain will see peekaboo shadows. Well, that's the thing, you know, if you've got tired eyes, your muscles relax in your eyes. That's how you see little shadow dudes in the corner of your eye. And that is a fact, a biological fact, by the way. At least I love Quantum Leap. So good. Just saw something awesome on the Y-Files about Tesla saying he might have heard spirits through an experiment he is working. The problem with anything to do with Nikola Tesla, a lot of his works and his writings have been sort of like twisted throughout the years. I mean, he might have said that, I don't know, but a lot of his stories have been completely twisted to serve a narrative over the years. I might have to look that up. You know, it's cool if it is true what he said that. But you never know. That's the problem. Were Attacker, what happens if a werewolf bites a zombie? Zombie werewolf. Easy. Paragon, welcome. The quantum world has a completely different rule to physical science. I love stuff like that. I love stuff like that. It fascinates my tiny little brain. Jono Dudes, do you know Beardo? Any plans for a collab? Which one's that? Is he the guy with the short beard to up there? Short hair? And, you know, about 5'9"? Is it that guy you're on about? I feel TikTok has destroyed Paranormal Gen. You know my thoughts on TikTok. TikTok has ruined creepy videos. And TikTok might be getting banned or sold. That is crazy. I'm no fan. Right? People here know I'm no fan of TikTok. I'm no fan of TikTok for various reasons. But at the same time, it's a bit bad for the creators who, you know, do fun things on it, and I think some even make a living off it. But I don't know. It's a weird little thing when it comes to TikTok and the US government right now. It'd be interesting to see what happens. In quantum, things just do what they want and all at the same time. Unless you watch it and then it gets embarrassed and only does the one thing, yeah. That's another thing about quantum physics. You observe something, changes what it does. If you're not looking at it, it's crazy. That is crazy to me. What's your thoughts on listening to a client's claims of paranormal using the voice stress analyzer device to assist in detecting fake statements? Do you mean the spirit box? Or not the spirit box? What's the, do you mean like Steve Huff stuff? Is that what you mean, Jeff? I'm not sure. Is that what you mean? Using a voice stress analyzer device to assist in detecting fake statements. I think you're talking about like Steve Huff and Hope Paranormal. I'm not a fan. I've covered them in the past. I am very much not a fan of that kind of thing myself. Not so much, if people want to use that box, fine. It's the way they go about it. They only bring up celebrities. Someone who has died like a day later. I think it wasn't Steve Huff. I think it was Hope Paranormal. I can't remember who it was. And I was so pissed off about it. Some person died. Obviously, they were a well-known figure. I think it was literally about 11 hours later. I think it was Hope Paranormal made a video about him contacting this person. I'm not a fan of that stuff. Beardo, welcome. How's it going? 5'9"? No, never. 9.2 at least. Oh, sorry, I'm just catching up with chat at the moment. Is the School of Parapsychology? There is a School of Parapsychology, yes. Even beyond belief in strange but true TV programs I saw as a kid, was a lot of dubious content then. Isn't just modern social media? Isn't it just the same? Yeah, if that's what you mean, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Still the best inventor of past radio controls, all AC electric and wireless electric. I can't read today. Electric world wouldn't be the same without Tesla. No. I'm by the way, I'm not knocking Tesla. I'm just saying a couple of his stories or writings always get twisted throughout the years. When they're second-hand accounts. I don't know. Puerto Rican, welcome. I hope they don't ban. I mean, even me, who's not a fan of TikTok, I really hope they don't ban TikTok, because I believe in people being able to express themselves and do what they want. I might not like TikTok, but I don't want to see it go away. It's the same with Facebook. I'm not a fan of Facebook. I'd never want to see that go away. I'm all for expression and people wanting to do what they want. So I hope it doesn't go away, so I can just laugh at it more. Humanity wasn't ready for social media. It's kind of monopolized the bulk of internet traffic through social media platforms. Well, again, I like social media. Obviously, I use it. I only use YouTube and Twitter. That's it. I'm not calling her X. Nobody calls her X. It's Twitter, right? But at the same time, it brings a lot of shit with it. Social media, now I'm talking about. It brings a lot of shit. There's obviously online bullying. There's harassment. There's people tracking you down, to your homes if they go down that route. There's, mass, not cancel people, but like there's mass online. If someone gets a snippet of something, like they'll get like 100,000 of their followers to go after you and make your life miserable. There's that part of social media which it will never go away, unfortunately. But yeah, the Question Academy, welcome. Sorry, chat just skipped again. Bingo bollocks! This Wednesday, Chucky. I was lurking and heard the thumb dissing me. Somebody asked, do I know you, Beard? And I said, yeah. 5'9", beard, short hair. Wasn't it Robin Williams? Brian Dawson? Yes, it was. Thank you. It was Brian Dawson. It was Robin Williams who passed away. No. I can't remember. They have made them on Robin Williams, and that pissed me off. I can't watch them anymore. They make me so rage-filled. It's so bloody... I think it's the most disrespectful thing ever. Myself. Benji, been watching your drawing stuff lately. Love it. Any plans on it? Ben, honestly, it pains me every single time I think about it, because I loved drawing. I still love it. My graphics tablet's right there. And I just haven't done it for so long. It's just... I don't know, it's just finding the time to sit down for like 2 to 3 hours just to draw. I'd love to get back into it. That's why I still got the channel. I haven't deleted the drawing channel I'm talking about now. I haven't deleted it because I still love to upload stuff to it. Excuse me. Fingers crossed one day. Oh, excuse me. Infrasound can affect people in negative ways, but sound vibrations and tone can also be used to affect very heavy objects or make them float. How the pyramids were built... I mean, I know what you're talking about. That is not a fact, though. You know, there's never been proven. I know what you're talking about. But who knows? I don't know. Aliens, probably. But no, infrasound, by the way, going on that, yes, it can absolutely affect your vision, your hearing. They've actually, Vsauce did on Mythbusters. I don't know who it was, but I did see an experiment a couple of years ago where they pumped infrasound. They told people, all right, this place is haunted. Who knows? But I can't remember who it was. But this place is haunted. And without telling, they pumped a load of infrasound into various different rooms. Not every room, but this room they had it, and this room they didn't. And people in the infrasound room experienced visual phenomena and, hearing stuff. And the room where the infrasound wasn't, nothing happened. It was very interesting. And you can get infra sound or vibrations from fans, heaters in the walls. It's interesting when you look into all that stuff. And yeah, it's good. Mr. Prism, I don't know if I said hello, but welcome. Runs with scissors, dangerous but welcome. I'm finally coming back after 3 years long COVID. Good things always take a long time. Bloody hell. Welcome. I hope you're feeling better now. Scottish Pride. Oh, welcome. Chat keeps bloody skipping all the time. Mr. Grey the Gelfling. Another Red Dwarf fan, by the say. They should restrict recruiting kids onto the social media. I agree, Rev. I absolutely agree. I think there should absolutely be a higher age limit, if you ask me. I don't know what it is now. Is it 16 or 18? I'm not even sure. I think it should be higher. Or monitored in some way, because, yeah, there's some naughty people on these social medias, unfortunately. Celtic Queen, no problem, welcome. TikTok can bring in people into paranormal, which can lead to more content. That is true. And like I said, I'm not against TikTok. It's just the stuff I watch. I don't watch TikTok, but obviously they pop up in these channels. It's like, oh my god. You see the interference lines when you shine a laser through two slits, so observing isn't what alters the effect. It has to be the scientists measuring that as an effect. I don't know, Simon. I don't know enough about that, unfortunately. Mr. Gray made a video the other day. Are we desensitized to the paranormal? His ideas were interesting. Is the oversaturation due to social media completely dissuading our views on it? Yeah, this is what I was getting at. Before we get there, right, I really want to read this comment. There was a comment on that very video I had this morning. It's so funny. Oh, where is it? Hang on. I gotta find it. Sorry, ignore that. Please stay still up. I hope it's still up. Yeah. This cracked me up. Now, don't have a go at this guy, because it's funny, right? So, they commented 4 hours ago on the drive-in video I did. You can't see it now because it's an ad. Can you see that? Yeah. By the way, always hot to dead cold. I will get to your comments, by the way. This is the reason, when bringing this up. So we'll get to the name, right? So they say, do you always blabber so much with this incomprehensible fake British accent of yours? Stop it. Learn to get to the point faster. You keep beating around the bush. He's not wrong there, by the way. It's annoying and your cringe accent is not helping. Stop. Get some help. Preferably some mental health assistance. I agree with everything you said, though. From a channel called Against the Hate. Now, first of all, Against the Hate, you're going against your bloody name, right? Right? That's the first thing. And more importantly, what fake British accent? He's probably never heard a Welsh person. I'm going to guess, right? This person is not from the UK, has only ever seen bloody Michael Caine or something. I thought, oh, that's probably how they all speak over there. And then they come across this bald Welsh idiot and thinking, that's a fake British accent. You cheeky bastard. That cracked me up this morning. I can't believe it. He's obviously never heard a Welsh accent. I thought it was so funny. And I'll have to include that in the comments video. Blame Mary Poppins. I blame, what's his bloody name? What's his name in Mary Poppins? I like him. I was going to say Rob Van Dam. Not Rob Van Dam. Dick Van Dyke. Blame bloody Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins for people thinking that's how everyone speaks over here. That gave me a giggle when I saw it earlier, I must say. Fake British accent. What's he on about? Oldest accent in bloody UK, this. Welsh. Did you know that? That's a fact, by the way. One of the oldest. Out of the four languages, Welsh is the oldest. One of the oldest. But anyway. But yeah, I thought it was quite funny. I sympathise with the accent thing. Didn't he fake a Cockney accent? He tried, Bucky. Dick Van Dyke. He tried. He tried. God. Probably thought you were Bill Burr. I mean, bald and ginger. That's about as close as we get. That's one of our fine specimens here in the US, unfortunately. He's obviously not from the UK. And he probably legit thinks everyone speaks like a Cockney in Britain. Or like upper class kind of thing. Those are the two accents he probably thinks exists in the UK. You should go to the Northern England then, if that's the case. Bloody hell, you'll have a whale of a time. Brown coat, welcome. The reason I subbed you was because of Master Grace. Well, I appreciate this, Surfer. I appreciate it. Also, ESL classes, English as a second language. What have I missed? Oh, right, okay. Put something on that silly voice. I've had people complain about the way I talk, right? And I'm like, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. But don't ever say I've got a fake British accent. We won't even go there. It's ridiculous. Damned American actors confusing accents around the world. I thought that comment actually made me laugh earlier. It's so funny. I'm actually going to make a comments video soon because it's been a while. And someone unsubbed for me the other day because I didn't get to the bloody comment in 4 days. God. Gracie Cal, welcome. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. I got Alien Isolation a couple of weeks ago for $8. One of the best games ever, movie tie-in games, I should say, ever made. And yeah, if you've never played it, buy it, play it, and love it. One of the best games ever made, that. Send him to a Peter Kay gig. I think he'd be able to understand him. Do you want to? Mike Larry, yes it was. Yes, it was. Simon Wilson found a Welsh colonial town from the 1800s in Argentina. Is that the one where there's still a Welsh town there now? I think, isn't it Patagonia, one of them? Somewhere, I don't know. There's a Welsh town all over the place. America has them. South America has them. I'm pretty sure like there's a Russian town somewhere where they speak Welsh. It's really interesting. Broke will lose his mind when he hears a Scouse. I'm Argentinian, so no one thinks my accent is real when I speak Spanish. Being a Geordie, we get called Welsh Scottish a lot. I worked up in... my old job about almost 15 years ago now. I used to work in a job where I'd have to travel around the country, right? And whenever I was up in Sheffield, Doncaster, what was the other place? Nuneaton. I think I used to go up there as well. When I was in Sheffield, I used to people kept asking me, "Sprechen Sie Deutsch?" I'm like, no. No, I'm not Dutch. I'm not German. I'm not any of those. But for some reason, because of my Welsh accent, my harsh Welsh accent, they kept thinking I was a different, from a different part of the world. It was quite funny. I always politely said no. Because I didn't know how to speak German. It was quite funny. Jenny J. Dan, do I sound like a Cockney? 100%, Jen. 100%. You sound a bit like, what's that singer? What's the name? What's the name? Adele. I think so, Jen, but I don't know if that's what you actually sound like. It might be because my ears are, interpreting that I'm assuming North London accent. I don't know. Dead Cold, welcome. Good evening, Dan. Thanks for the inspiration this morning, mate. When I watched you driving to work. Yes, Dead Cold. I just saw your comment, by the way. And I appreciate it. I feel like Mr. Grey would talk fast, I would be lost. I do talk too fast sometimes. And I have to, chill. Slow down a bit. Take a breath. Because especially if I'm on a rant or something, I don't bloody stop. That's when my gums the bump. Gotta go. Broken Capital, no problem. Thanks for stopping by. Please follow that dream. I want to see the film one day. Broken Capital, one day. Hopefully. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, bloody hell. Excuse me. Sorry. What I do have an accent comes out when I get drunk. Scottish pride, I can only imagine. There's a town in Ukraine named after a Welshman. Really, I didn't know that. Trelew is in Argentina. Oh, Trelew. Really interesting. Not gonna lie, as a fellow American myself, he definitely coloured my perception of accents, and yes, in my mind, everyone is a Cockney. It's like all of a twist in my mind. I sincerely apologise. That's no problem. It's no problem. Whenever someone tries to do an American accent who's not from America, they either go to the Deep South or they go New York. They don't try anything else. Those are the two accents they always try when someone outside the US tries to do a US accent. So don't worry. We're all the same over the world. We all bloody stereotype all the time. Mr. Gray, have you ever heard about the Pentuch incident? I absolutely have, and I was going to make a video about it 3 weeks ago. I still plan on doing it, but yeah, I'm fully aware of that. It's interesting. I've been extremely sick, so I haven't been around much. Sorry, I was in hospital at the weekend. Oh, I hope you're feeling okay, Grace. I hope everything's good. I have an awful accent like a Peaky Blinder. Isn't that Birmingham? Watch Simon Wilson's latest travel vlog. He just went to Patagonia and he finds some Welsh-speaking people in the town, but they have Spanish accents. Yeah, it's crazy. In fact, there's a town in the US. I think it's a fishing village. I don't know if it's Welsh or Cornish, but they speak Cornish with an American accent. I watched a documentary a couple of years ago. It's so interesting. My wife, who is German, always gets asked if she's Welsh. No idea why. Oh, yes. Oh, chat just skipped. Sorry. 1 sec. I love it when it skips. I love it. Just dropping in, but starting from the beginning. Jamie Dodger, I much appreciate it. Being Scottish, I get told I speak way too fast. No, the ears just don't work fast enough. Sometimes, especially when the rugby is on, the Six Nations, we have Scottish people come down here. It's like some Welsh people go to Scotland or England or whatever, Ireland. But we have Scottish people come down, we have Irish people come down. And it's always so much fun, just trying to figure out what we're all saying. Good. I'm from Hampshire. I have a complete received pronunciation English accent. Someone once asked me if I was a farmer, as Hampshire is all farms, and you don't have a farmer accent. That is quite funny. 2 seconds. I'll answer that bit. Jason Bilderback, welcome. I tune in for passionate Mr. Grey Grants. I almost went on one earlier, but I won't. Jamie Dodger, thank you very much for the £10. Very much appreciated. When you get to this, because I think you're starting from the beginning again now. I might be the bloody hell thing which could confuse uncultured swines like me. Please, sir, can I have some more? Anita Drake, welcome. Jolene, welcome. I'm a Yorkshire lass brought up in Wales, so my Welsh accent is interesting. Nice. The Birmingham accent sounds depressed. You know what's interesting, right? Does anyone here know who Timothy Spall is? He recently won an award or something, I don't know what. But growing up, I always thought he's from Birmingham. Because every character he was in, Avida St. Pet, where he played a person from Birmingham. He was in Red Dwarf, where he played a person from Birmingham. I think he's in other stuff. And for all my life, I always thought he's from Birmingham. He's not, he's from London. With a London accent. That shows he's a good actor. Have you watched the ARG from Fantastic Daily about the Black-Eyed Kids before he took it? I have not. I'm sure it's popped up somewhere, but I haven't seen them, no. Even as an American, my funny voice that I do to my kids is a deep southern drawl. I'm very much from the north as any from the south. I actually like the southern drawl. I like the southern. People always get annoyed at me when they say that's not from the south. You're thinking of something else, but the southern drawl, I like it. I don't know. No one ever claims to be Welsh American, but for some reason they all claim to be Irish American. It's interesting. Hands up here who's got Irish descendants from America. I'd be interested to know. Are you speaking too fast or are they listening too slow? Exactly, Requiem. Exactly. A lot of Americans think we all talk Cockney. Well, a lot of America think Wales is just a state in the UK. I'm just saying. Not all Americans, thankfully, but some do. The Welsh accent sounds like a person who's been drinking for a week. Depends how tired we are. Oh God, sorry, just skipped again. Ellie, no diggity, no doubt. Welcome. I'm all day in Scarborough at the moment. Love it here. The Yorkshire lass on the Yorkshire coast. Nice. My Irish Afrikaner accent. I bet that's interesting. Dolores, welcome. Mr. Stigma, how's it going? He's called the Brummy Git on Red Dwarf. Yeah. 100% Chris Barry, that would have been. Wish I was Welsh so I could say, here we go, ready, on the fly. Llanfai, Pwllgwyngyll, Gogereth and Drobiaeth, Llantysilio, go, go, go. I had to do it with my eyes closed then, because if I read it, I would have cocked it up. I think I missed a part out, but it was close enough. You also had in the film about the Enfield portal. Oh, wait, what? Timothy Spall? I didn't know that. I'll have to look that up. We just call it Llanpwll. Yeah. Yeah, because when I went to North Wales, I've been there twice now the last 2 years for a little jaunty with my father and my brothers and all that. Yeah, nobody ever called it by obviously the long go, go, go. Because, can you imagine saying that? Hello? Sky TV, yes. I'd like to pay my bill, yes. Where are you from? Really? Really? So yeah, they shorten it now. It's always funny. Papa thought I was from Jamaica. Cheeky bastard. Oh God, I love you when chat skips, I gotta say. As a Brit, I don't like when American films have a token posh British character like the scientist from Deep Blue Sea. I can't remember the scientist from Deep Blue Sea, but obviously I think it's as prominent now. But over the years, obviously villains in most American movies were British, and I think some people are like, why is the villain always British? Because the British accent is the best at being villainous. I think so. Not the best, but it's one of them. When you think of a villain in a movie, he's definitely British. If it's like a group of people, I was like, oh my God, who could have done it? You got a British guy in the back saying, I don't know, what could have been done about this? It's him! It's always him! Always the British guy. Can't trust them. Welsh American from Devon Zipper, nice. I'm an Irishman from Blackpool. Grandparents from Ireland. My great-grandfather came over on a boat from Ireland, nice. Blew my mind finding out Charlie Hunnam was a Brit. Same with people always used to think Damian Lewis was an American. Obviously, Damian Lewis, he played Captain Winters in Band of Brothers, and for years people thought he was American, and he's a Brit with a British accent. He's just a bloody good actor. I'm fully English on my dad's side, and Irish Italian on my mother's. Nice. Love a good Scottish accent and an Aussie accent. I like accents in general. I don't care where you come from. I just love a good accent. I love all the Celtic accents. Yeah. No Irish ancestry here. I was disappointed when I did my DNA and found out I was only 22% Welsh and 58% English. I'd love to do one of those DNA things to see where I'm from. I mean, there's probably a part of the world my DNA comes from. No looking at me, but I'd love to do that. Also, my mom's side, a distant relation to Princess Di's dad. Nice. I've skipped now, haven't I? I don't know. I don't know where I am. I'm born in Northern Ireland, live in lots of places here, in England, in Guernsey, and then in Barcelona. So I have a mixed up accent. Apparently I sound posh. Nice. There's this guy who used to go to the local pub. Tom, his name is. He's from, where's he from? He's from Croatia. Croatian Tom. He's always funny. How's it going, but? He'd say but, like the Welsh. But. It's not that. But but in where I'm, the part of Wales I'm from, if you say, alright, but, you're not talking about their arse. It's like, alright, but, it's like, alright, mate. Same thing. And he had a Croatian accent, but with the Welsh verbs. Words. It was so funny. It was always funny. I haven't seen him for a couple of years, but he was always funny to speak to. He'd been living over here for like probably 20 years. but he still had to his Croatian accent, but with Welsh speakage. That's the word I'm looking for. Probably not, but it's funny. Excuse me. Celtic Queen, thank you very much for the $5. Very much appreciated. I ain't your buddy, pal. Buddy or pal? Yeah, that's a butt. Right, butts? How's it going, butts? That's what we say in this part of Wales, at least, anyway. Not all of Wales, but this part. LL Cool J made Deep Blue Sea actually watchable. I think I liked that film. I can't remember too much about it. Who's the main guy in that? What's he? He's got like Treat Williams. Is that the guy in Deep Blue Sea? I can't believe that name just came back to me. I think it is. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Bloody hell. My DNA says I'm 99.6% British, Irish, English. I was so disappointed I wanted Vikings and stuff. I do have 0.2 Siberian and 0.2 North African. Nice. Like I said, a lot of my family have red hair on my father's side. And some of my mother's side, actually. So I'm definitely from the north. Let's put that to bed right now. I'm definitely from the northern hemisphere, but I don't know what parts. But I would love to find out. I looked and thought a potato did a video on zombie werewolf biology. What? I don't know. Mr. Prism, thanks very much for stopping by. Much appreciated. I'll see you Wednesday. I'm very good at villainous voice acting. Yeah. Damien Lewis is part Welsh. Is he? I can't remember. I mean, it's possible. Michael Caine, you what? If you want to do a really good bloody London accent, watch EastEnders. Just watch EastEnders. Jen knows. Hugh Laurie convinced all of America. Well, this is the thing, right? And I don't know if this is a fact, but it's just an observation, right? We always see. A lot of Americans, some of them can do really good British accents, but not a lot. Not a lot. But a lot of British people can do a very good American accent. And it's proof when you see people, Idris Elba. Loads of people thought Idris Elba was American for years. Hugh Laurie, Damien Lewis. Every one of them. A lot of people, because obviously they don't watch British TV, they thought he's an American. Then it turns out, then they watch an interview and he's like, oh, yeah, so fair. I don't know what that was then. That was supposed to be my haughty-taughty British accent. But yeah, it's always interesting. First time I heard Hugh Laurie actually speak in his normal voice, my mind was literally blown. Call me a fool, but I actually thought he was an American. I've learned since then. Trust no accent. If you get a good actor, never trust their accents. Ever. Like bloody Gillian Anderson. One of my biggest crushes when I was a teenager. I think she's born in America, right? I'm going to go through some stuff now, right? I'm not obsessed with Gillian Anderson. It's just stuff I know because I was a big X-Files fan and I liked her when I was younger. Still do. But we won't go there. She was born in America, moved to like London when she was, I think, 14, grew up there for a couple of years, moved back to America. Obviously, she became an actor at 23. I know way too much about Gillian Anderson, I just realised. Starred in X-Files at the age of 23, but she told everyone she was 27 because she was playing an FBI person. And she flits back and forth America and the UK now. And depending on who she's talking to or who she's being interviewed by, she goes in from a British accent to a US accent so easily, and it's amazing. It's quite interesting. You watch interviews with her and you think, hang on, I thought she was British. And then you watch another one, hang on, I thought she was American. It's always interesting. But yeah, it turns out I know way too much about Gillian Anderson. Oh, God. Was born Born on a tram in Skøyen. I'm probably saying that wrong, in Oslo. But spend most of my life in the UK. Nice. I've always wanted to go to Norway. Sorry, I've missed so much stuff now, haven't I want to do a DNA test because I have no one to ask questions to, despite more or less following the origins of some family names. I've gone I think my father did like a thing about 150 years ago. Not him, obviously he traced his family back, I mean. But that's as much as I know. My DNA also gave me 9% French, German, 10% Italian, 1% Baltic. Not found any trace of that in my family tree so far. I love that stuff. He was born in a tram, Mark? That must have been traumatic. Some bless said it. Some bless said it, not me. Right? Treat Williams was Deep Rising and Thomas Jane was Deep... Oh, right, Thomas Jane. Of course. Thomas Jane is awesome, by the way. If you've never seen The Expanse, watch The Expanse. German, Scottish, Irish and British from Cynthia Boss. My missus loves Tom Ellis. Who's that? I'm not sure who that is. Most of the guys in Band of Brothers are Brits. Pretty much most of them, yeah. There's a couple of Americans in there, but yeah, most of them are. I'm really far behind again in chat now, aren't I? Idris Elba? Charlie Hunnam's American accent was better than his British. I know who Charlie Hunnam is, but I've never actually watched him in anything. I know he's in that, what's that biker show? And I didn't watch it. You know, the Hells Angels ones. I can't remember what it's called. I know he was in that, I think. I don't know. Beardo has put up his new Mo video. I thought you said Beardo was in the Mo Sargi video. That's misrepresentation right there. Kim Cattrall was born in Liverpool. Yes, she was. Matthew Rhys, Owain Yeoman and Erin Richards, 3 Welsh actors who you swear were American in The Americans, The Mentalist and Gotham respectively. Interesting. Gillian Anderson is beautiful. I agree, Mrs. Geek. I agree. Clarky, welcome. I'm not a stalker, it's just I grew up loving X-Files and, you know, as a teenager I had a bit of a crush on Gillian Anderson. Like, I think every single boy my age at the time in the early to mid 90s had a crush on bloody Gillian Anderson. I guarantee you that. Right? There was a young Ryan Reynolds in an X-Files episode. Bloody hell, I'll have to go back and watch it. When I'm mobile, I appreciate her. Try watching Laurie and Jeeves and Wooster. That's a shock. Yeah, I know. I used to watch that. I did find out while researching my family tree that great-great-grandfather murdered my great-great-grandmother in 1908. Bloody hell. I just watched Fallout. It was great. Then I watched Baby Reindeer. Now I'm looking for recommendations. Fallout was amazing. Do you know what, though, right? I wish, right? This is my wish. And, like, because I'm so weak-minded, I wish they wouldn't drop it all in one go. I prefer shows, if I'm really interested in a show, I prefer it week by week episode. Because you get to go to work and talk about it online. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen next episode. What do you think about this person? But you can't do that with shows like Fallout. As good as Fallout was, they dropped it all in one go. I watched it in one sitting. It was gone in one day, so I had nothing else to look forward to. I like having episodes to look forward to. I wish they did that with Fallout. But yes, if you've never seen Fallout, even if you've never played the games, you will still love it, I think. It's such a bloody good show, that was. Could you do an open mic live stream where you have... Christian Butt, I have absolutely been thinking about doing that at some point. I need to set up a room in my Discord. But yeah, I'm definitely up for that. Definitely up for that. I've been planning on doing it for quite some time. Just never got around to it. Shemai, Tim, welcome. I've never done a DNA test, but my dad got really obsessed with our family tree a while back and traced back to far enough to find out we have some Irish, some French, some German, and some Cherokee. Nice. That's awesome. Halle Berry family is from Liverpool. In X-Files, she was hot. I'm assuming you're talking about Gillian Anderson. Hands up, I'm about the same age as Mr. Grey and also had a big crush on Gillian Anderson as a teenager. I mean, they never went, but yes, I had one. In the mid-90s, early 90s, sorry. Had a crush on Mulder, both Mulder and Scully. Had a crush on Mulder. Thanks for the enjoyable chat. You got yourself a new subscriber. As they say in your part of the world in the deep Cockney accent. Cheerio, Tartar Governor. Do you know I appreciate it? Cheerio. Fallout was sensational. Yeah. I crushed on Mulder. What service is Fallout on? Amazon Prime in the UK. I don't know where it is in other places, but in the UK it was Amazon Prime. Hard disagree. As a disabled person, binge viewing is better than waiting around a whole. Yeah, I can see. I can see why people like that. I have people who love the drop of all stuff. I love talking to people about, like, is when Game of Thrones aired. Oh my god, that's all we talked about. I loved it. And I'd watch like a breakdown video about it, and I loved doing that stuff. Tom Holland was asked why he was faking his British accent. He told the interviewer he's British, but the kid didn't believe him. Again, Tom Holland is really good at an American accent. I'm curious about doing DNA tests as there's Ginger in the family. This is Ginger in everyone. I could go naughty. I'm not going to. I missed the Northern Lights. I did, John. Don't worry about it. I'm a direct descendant of William the Conqueror. I love that. I'm older than Mr. Grey. My crush was Linda Carter. I don't blame you, Jeff. I don't blame you one bit. I'm related to Lancelot Errington. He and his nephew supported King James and locked the British Army at Lindisfarne Castle. They were arrested, imprisoned, then dug their way out and opened a pub. That's amazing. I love that stuff. I watched Fallout on your recommendation. Amazing. Do you think the series is the backstory for many ahead? What do you mean? No, well, there's definitely a season 2 if that's what you mean. I don't want to spoil stuff for what happened at the end of the final episode, but yeah, there's absolutely going to be a season 2. Fingers crossed, because I think it was a smash hit, as far as I could tell, with Fallout. I couldn't get into Fallout. It's not my thing. That's cool. It's not going to be for everyone. Why is Animal impaled on your tripod? Because he's been on the shelf for a bit, so I thought I'd get him involved. He's missed a bit. He's missed being in the live streams. So I thought I'd bring him further. He likes being on there. He's fine. He's just chilling. He's fine. Don't worry about it. My mother was ginger. My father had black hair. My hair is blonde. My step brother, he's going a bit grey now, but he's always had dark black hair. If he grew a beard, his hair was as ginger as mine. His beard was as ginger as mine. It was really weird to see. Aurelis, welcome. Animal, blink if you need help. Trust me, if he needed it, he'd call out. I'd be out of this room and he'd just take over. He's fine. Don't worry about it. He's fine. Game of Thrones second time around was awesome because you missed so much. I've watched Game of Thrones about at least 5 or 6 times, and I know it went on the waywards at the end of the show, unfortunately. But I think it was one of the best shows ever made. Game of Thrones. It was so bloody good, so good. I have managed to find my family link to Henry VIII. Bloody hell. You love that, and I love you, and all the chats. Linda's car is still beautiful. Yeah. Anna looks like he's ready to pounce. He's just watching. He's my guard dog. Sorry, not dog. Sorry. He's there. I was expecting an animal jump scare in your paranormal experiment. Well, this is the thing. Few people said with the paranormal experiment thing I did. A few people were saying I was expecting a jump scare. I wasn't going to do that. I was taking it seriously. I didn't want to take the piss in the video because I was doing it as a serious thing. I would never do that to people. Animal the masochist. I don't want to do ancestry. I'm pretty sure all my family are all from the Welsh village from the dawn of time. You'd be interested to find out that possibly not true, Beardo. I don't know. Possibly, probably. I really would love to do a DNA thing. That means your ancestry is scattered worldwide around the same 5 mile area. Joanna Cameron from The Adventures of Isis. I have no idea who that is. I'll have to look her up for research purposes, obviously. I'd love to find out what my family were doing in the medieval period. Presumably my Welsh side were farmers. Probably farmers or bowmen in the military, probably. One of them. In medieval times, at least. Right? Most beards have hints of ginger. It's a weird genetic... We're all genetic freaks as gingers. We came from outer space. I love the dragons and Daenerys in Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones, honestly. I've been meaning to watch it again, but I'm currently starting to go through Lost again. Because, I want to. My family on my mother's side goes back to 1200s. Never left Bradford till after the war. Bloody hell. Season 6 is when it started to go down, in my opinion, Game of Thrones. I still agree, watch it for the costumes alone. It had its ups and downs, and definitely its downs at the end of the run, but it's such a good bloody show. It was a great... Oh, you mean my paranormal experiments? I really enjoyed doing it, and I plan to go to a supposedly haunted place sometime soon. Fingers crossed. Oh, sorry. Chat just skipped. What's the time here? When is Purple going live? I can't be too much longer because I got to eat to get some. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. If I could get to Wales, I would definitely come for the mead. My beard is multicoloured. Dean Bailey's beard is... Mine's definitely like ginger and grey these days. The one reason I time travel would be to trace my... I wish time travel was real. I'd go to so many places. Lost was such a great title for that show because that's how I spent every second of watching it. I understood everything about it, Beardo. You couldn't have been paying much attention. One of my favourite shows ever, that is. Had a cousin do a paternal ancestry and trace us back to Duke in Scotland in the 11th century. It's so interesting, in people's like ancestries. I love that. I love that stuff. I'm a history guy. I always was in school as well. I did a ginger once. Blacksmiths or tanners, etc. All boys had to learn archery to a certain age. I forget which. In Wales, there is still a law. Obviously, no one follows it. There is still a law that you have to learn archery. Every Welsh person above a certain age, Welshman, above a certain age has to learn archery. There's still a law dating from like 400 years ago. Nobody has ever taken that law away. It still exists. Obviously, nobody follows it for obvious reasons. But I thought that was bloody interesting. Lost was awesome. It's so good. As a fellow ginger, I can confirm I can often be found at the restaurant at the end of the universe. Nice. 4 a.m. breakfast, no problem, Haley. I'm not going to be going much longer myself now. Mr. Gray, I reckon on DNA you're German to Eastern European, not Scandinavian. I reckon you would wield an axe in the barbarian army. I mean, I'd like to think I wouldn't be in the army because that's bloody dangerous. But yes, I'm very good at wielding an axe, actually. The axe would be bigger than him. It would Scottish. It wouldn't. Trust me on that. It bloody wouldn't. I'm a fake ginger. Been dyeing my hair red for years now. I wonder what my DNA would say, because Northmen used to go out conquering. Could be from all over the place. Well, it's the same as what's his name? I was going to say Gandhi then, not Gandhi. What's his name? Genghis Khan. Apparently, a big percentage of the Earth's population, or not the Earth's population, sorry, the whole of a big percentage of Europe has got a bit of Genghis Khan in him, because he got about, in the naughtiest of ways. So, think of that. Think of that when you're looking in the mirror at night. Anderson shelters, what have I missed? I'm a law-abiding citizen. I do field archery. Nice. Lost was good. It was like the new film of the plane crashed in the Andes and then they had to eat human. Are you talking... I think I know what film you're on about. I can't remember what it's called. True, and you can kill a Scot with a bow. Oh, God. The closest I got to archery was darts. Tell Rich that he loves darts. Welcome back, Sharon. Our eyebrows are becoming two different colours. The only place I have grey, white hairs, my eyebrows they go nuts sometimes, honestly. My eyebrows go absolutely mental sometimes. I have to cut them down because they're like owls sometimes. Oh, God. Make a band clip like Beardo, only them as Ginger Barbarian. Seismic Savaloy. I love that name. Seismic Savaloy, welcome. A tad late and I apologise. No problems, Savaloy. My ancestor was Irish. Was an Irish gangster in Chicago. Was thought to have fallen to Al Capone of all people. That's so interesting. I love that stuff. The Uruguayan or Argentinian rugby team. Are you asking me to choose? Argentinian. I don't know. I don't know. Owl brows are fun. Bloody good video. Go check out Beardo's video. Somebody said you were going to be in a Morsaji video. I think they had their wires crossed, Beardo. I think Morsaji's in your video, but it sounds of it. Unless you collabed with Morsaji, Beardo. Come, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Beardo. No, it's probably not. No. It's probably not. I can't believe it. Beardo's best mates with Morsaji now. I can't believe it. Oh no, he's not. Never mind. I'm part Viking. I've always got an axe to grind. All right. Sorry, I thought you were talking about rugby, about the plane crash in the Andes, but yeah, Pumas all the way. Alive, thank you. Alive, was that the name? Yeah, that was the film from the... I think it was the when was it made? The 90s, about the Argentinian rugby team. Such a good bloody film, and obviously based on the true event. It's so good. Your eyebrows go mad when you wear woolly hat. They absolutely do. They absolutely do. Do you know, I'm starting to pack on bloody pounds a bit now. It's really depressing the shit out of me. It's really depressing me. I'm starting to get a bit rotund, as they say. It's really depressing me. I have got back into the gym again. I have got back in. It's just going to take some time. It's just going to take some time. Do you know what always motivates me? Every time I have some time off the gym, sometimes there's big gaps of that time off because I just get lazy. I like food. And, work just gets on top of me. So sometimes I don't go to the gym. But the one motivation, and he motivated me a couple of years back as well. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Every time I see bloody Hugh Jackman play Wolverine, I think, right, I got no excuse. I'm getting back in that gym every single time. That's why I'm back in there again. Paranormal Monkey Podcast. Mo Sargi seems to have completely lost the plot with his bizarre attitude of the very disturbing history of that house. I don't think I've watched a Mo Sargi clip for at least 4 or 5 years. And I am unsurprised that he's probably making up total bollocks about a haunted house. I don't know. I'll watch your video later, Beardo. I have no idea. But that's what I'm going to assume it's about. The new one is Something in the Snow. I can't think. Sunblessed, I think that's the same. I think you're talking about the same film, but it's probably like a new film about the same story. I think it's probably the same film, Sunblessed. I don't know. Wisdom, welcome. I thought this was just a video. No, I'm live. Thor from Endgame is my inspiration. I'm killing it. Wolverine has always got me into the gym. It's like I've said this so many bloody times. But I used to go really regular, like 6 days a week. I was bloody well into it, and then the pandemic hit. That's when it all went downhill. And I still go from time to time, not as often as I used to. But every time bloody I see Hugh Jackman, when he's doing interviews, and he's like, yeah, he's like the nicest bloke in the bloody world. I like Hugh Jackman, by the way. But then you'll get into Wolverine mode. It's like, that's what I want to look like. I'll never look like him, ever. But every time I see him play Wolverine, I think, right, I'm getting back in the gym. I'm getting it back in the gym. He always does that. I blame Mont, and you want to look like Mont, all ginger. Mont has the best chest. Mont is a dog, by the way. A little sausage dog. That child, he's the best. I love Mont. You are the least rotund of us. Crazy call. Trust me, it's the way I'm going. I'm not gonna go there, but yeah, I need to sort myself out big time. They show actual photos of the footballers in the snow. It's right. It's a documentary. I got you now. It's the rugby team. Sunblessed. Unless it's a different plane crash true story about a sports team, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's about the Argentinian rugby team back in the early 80s, I think it was. And it's probably a documentary. I'll have to have a look because I like watching that kind of stuff. Gregory Austin, welcome. Hey, Mr. Gray. Been a while since I watched the debunk videos. From Russia with love. Welcome, Gregory. There hasn't been anything to debunk, if you ask me. I do plan on making a breakdown analysis video because I haven't made one for a while. Because the reason, see, this is another thing now. Like the things I do sort of affect other things I do on this channel. Paranormal Bingo Bollocks, love doing it. But because we tend to watch top 5 channels in Paranormal Bingo Bollocks, it tends to delay my breakdown analysis videos because it's about the channels I've already watched. And when I go into the breakdown videos, I like to go in blind. You know, not blind literally, but you know what I mean. But yeah. I watched reactions to fat acceptance TikTok to motivate me to work out. Yeah, do you know what, right? A lot of things motivate me to work out. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Pumping Iron. Pumping Iron I always put on. I watch it at least once a year. It's one of my favourite films ever. I'll never look like them because I am a natural. But I love watching Pumping Iron. If that doesn't motivate you, nothing will. Nothing will. I'd be happy to look at like Ricky Gervais. Went to see Hugh Jackman live in Manchester. He's very slim, but still plenty of Wolverine definition in his arms. Well, this is the thing. Obviously, in the movies, there's, you know, you can get the pump on. You can get anyone, like if you're a regular in the gym and you're feeling a bit flat, do 60 push-ups. Drop and do 60 push-ups. Your muscle memory comes back, and you get a pump. You think, oh my god, look how good I look for about an hour. And then it goes away. And obviously with Wolverine, now obviously Hugh Jackman is working out the shit, and obviously he's, you know, it's for a big budget movie. And what is he? I think he's like 51 years old now. And I believe, right, a lot of people think he's not natural. I believe he's natural. Even in, I think he's the best Hugh Jackman has ever looked as Wolverine was in Days of Future Past. X-Men Days of Future Past, right? And, you know, the scene where he's in the bedroom and he's like top naked, he looked fucking amazing. And that's one of the ones years ago I was like, I need to get back in the gym. And I didn't get to where he was, but I got so into the gym, I looked decent. Decent for me, right? I'll put that. But man, people are like, oh, it's definitely steroids. Definitely, he's on something. And if you look at it, he does look obviously jacked. Excuse the pun. But it's also very good lighting. You know, the lighting is fixed into a point where he's going to look ripped. And also, he you know, I think it was like he spoke about like a week before shooting that exact scene, he dropped a load of water from his body. Not dropped it, but, you know, he cut out everything and just water and stuff. So I do believe that he is natural. It's a possibility he's on TRT, Mark. It is a high possibility he's on TRT. But I do believe that most of his years, right up until now, he's been natural, I think. I think people are always too fast to jump to he's on steroids. You know, don't get me wrong, if you go on steroids and work hard, you will look like that. But there's also if he's got a pump, what his diet has been, and the lighting in the scene itself, that helps a lot. I can guarantee you, if you saw him like a day after that scene, he would not look nothing like that in the blind day of light. I guarantee it. It's all about definition, pump, and lighting when it comes to things like that in movies, especially. Anyway, I could go on about stuff like that because I'm interested in stuff like that all the time. But I do believe that. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, and he's absolutely on everything. But I do believe Hugh Jackman is natural. And especially in the recent trailer now, where he's got the Wolverine suit, the yellow suit on, and he's walking out with Deadpool, and his arms are bloody boom, like that. Again, he's probably done like 100 push-ups. Anyone dropping right now, do 100 push-ups. Take a photo of yourself before and take a photo of yourself after. You look like you've been training for 6 months. I guarantee it. If you do 100 push-ups. Because once that blood gets pumping through your veins, it makes a hell of a difference. Hell of a difference, only for an hour though. Then you go flat again. Sorry, I've missed so much chat now, just chatting about bloody Hugh Jackman's physique. Sorry. Oh, God. Where was I? Dan, is the VR headset worth the dollars, or does the technology need to... In what context are we talking, Brian? If you mean gaming, yes, they are absolutely worth it. If it's for category ghosts, no, do not buy them. I mean, if you want to buy them, that's fine. But don't spend too much money on them, if that's what you're talking about, Brian. Excuse me. Paranormal bollocks ruined top 5s for me. Bloody seen them all. Exactly. You watch so many of them, like me, you get bloody bored of them. Sorry, where was I? What's the time? I'm not going to go much longer now. Used to go to the gym 6 times a week, but now 4 times. Yeah, it's obviously age comes into play, but I swear I blamed the bloody pandemic for me going downhill, because I was 6 days a week right up until I got furloughed from work. And just when it got downhill. Hugh Jackman's 55. Bloody hell. Because of my thyroid, I can't get fat. Days of Future Past Wolverine was incredible. No, honestly, I think that's the best he's ever looked in any film, physique-wise. I think it's the best he's ever looked as Days of Future Past. In fact, in work. Oh my god, it sounds so stupid when I think about it. I used to have a picture of Hugh Jackman above my workstation in work. Not top off or anything, just the photo of him with his clothes out, raging. Because I used to get really angry in work, and I used to think, look at the photo of Hugh Jackman raging as Wolverine. Tell me to calm down. It's not that bad. It's so weird to think about it right now. Oh, bloody hell. Like I said, I like Hugh Jackman as an actor and as Wolverine. I think he's the best Wolverine ever. Mark Ruffalo is on something, man. Just triples in size. Mark Ruffalo is on so many bloody enhancements when he plays the Hulk. 100%. If it was steroids, it could also be a prescription for a medical condition. They all say that, don't they? I mean, it's possible, let's be honest. The dehydration thing is gross, in my opinion. You shouldn't be depriving someone of almost all water to the point of splitting headaches just for a few seconds. Storyteller, I think that's the thing, though. He wasn't told to do it. That was his decision. He's a bit of a freak when it comes to that. You know, when it comes to looking for certain scenes of Wolverine. He says himself that was all his decision. He wasn't forced to do it. Arnie describes the pump. Yeah, we won't go there. If I tried to do 100 push-ups, I would end up haunting Mr. Grey. Honestly, you'd be surprised. Try doing... It's something I still do daily. If I can't get to the gym, even though I'm feeling knackered, tired, over the bloody hill, I still drop and do about 60 or 80 push-ups. Not in one go, by the way. I do 20 at a time, with about 10 to 20 seconds in between. But I still do them. You know, and I think it's good. No matter how unhit, this is my fitness advice now from someone who is piling on the pounds right now. So, you know, take it out what you will, right? If you're feeling unfit, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling down, if you can, obviously, just whenever you are, drop and do about 10 push-ups, 20 push-ups. I guarantee you'll start feeling better. And then over the course of like a week or two, you'll start getting better and better, doing more push-ups. I'm telling you, it works. I'm telling you, it works. I'm not forcing anyone to do it, but I'm telling you, if you're ever feeling a bit unfit or, you know, you think I'm not going to do that, just try it, do 10 push-ups. I guarantee you'll feel better. It's just a fact of life. But where was I? Right, I'm not going to go much longer now. Because I need to eat. Speaking of piling on pounds. I'm getting hungry again. Do 10 screams. Same thing. Just let it out. It's something with exertion. Honestly. Go to the top of the mountain. Shout your bloody guts off. I guarantee you'll feel better about it. Obviously not all the time. Because you look like a crazy person. But I've done it. I've done it a few times up these mountains where I live. I've gone to the top. Not to scream. I've got to the top for a walk. I think I'm going to shout my fucking lungs out right now because nobody's around, nobody can hear me, and it's the best feeling ever. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Exertion helps with stuff like that. It's honestly. See, this is my motivational live stream right now. But anyway, I'm going to end it now. Yes, Purple is going live in 25 minutes. I believe I don't know what the quiz is about this week, but I'm gonna fingers crossed be there. And yeah, I've really enjoyed this. Just chatting absolute bollocks. I love it. I love chatting bollocks. It's some of my favorite things to do. Motivational Mondays. Thank you, Mark. Yes, exactly. So once this stream lies this live stream ends, if you can, drop and do 10 push-ups. Or shout, or scream, or do something. Just go nuts for about 30 seconds, and just see how good you bloody feel about it. I guarantee you will. I just did 10 push-ups. Joanne, well done. In fact, you get a winner dance right there for doing 10 push-ups right now. It's not bingo bollocks. It's because you dropped and did 10 push-ups. Everyone is a winner, if you ask me. You are the best, Joanne. But honestly, people should absolutely drop and do stuff right now. I'm currently eating Subway. Nice, Dean. Well done, Dean. But anyway, I've really enjoyed this, talking absolute tosh. I really enjoyed it. Fingers crossed, I'm gonna have a breakdown analysis video out soon. I am gonna have a video out soon. And last time I had a rant, I stepped out. Yep, I remember. And Bingo Bollocks this Wednesday, 5:30 UK time, and hopefully I'm more regular with my uploads. But anyway, thanks to everyone who stopped by. I've always enjoyed these. I'll probably see you in Parples in about 20 odd minutes, half hour. And yeah, I'm going to wave now. Thanks for stopping by.